Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Richard Petty's STP Firecracker 400 200th win, race to win, NASCAR Classics diecast. Enough of a mouthful there. As always, take a look at the box. You have a NASCAR Classics generic box. Not sure why this isn't centered, but NASCAR Classics established 1948. Got that kind of vintage NASCAR logo. Down the side you have NASCAR Classics established 1948. Still just have the, old school window box. Weird to say old school window box now, but better than that stupid next gen box. There'll be a total of 3,096 of these. Standard finish, NASCAR Classics. On the back, you have no, year, Action Racing Collectibles, Lionel Garage, and you, of course, have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. Here is the car itself. You see in the background, there's actually a NASCAR Authentics hauler for this car out right now, which looks to just be literally a picture of the 124 on it. But does that mean we're going to get this car in Authentics? Because that would be nice. But anyways, this of course does come with still a race win stat card of sorts, a Classics version of it. They even did, the driver holding the diecast thing. It's really funny. But you have a picture of the diecast again. Basically the same photo that's on that hauler, and nothing on the back. Would have liked a little bio or something, but anyways, let's do a quick 360 of the car. Lionel finally got a, correctly colored day glow Petty car again. Keeps taking way too long to get that, but see, this is a race version. They actually took photos of the car sitting in Petty's museum in order to make this diecast. Hopefully they continue this kind of vintage classics race to win thing. Just please make stuff beyond 78 different inaccurate Jeff Gordon rainbow cars, because those just have been looking terrible. They're missing half the logos and everything, and they just don't look good. This one has pretty much every logo. I don't think it's really missing any logos. I mean, it's missing the Winston Cup logo, but obviously you're not going to have Winston on a diecast anymore. But it has all the vintage cars, like Union 76 and, all the old sponsors and logos. So 7-Eleven. But anyways, let's get down to sponsors and such. On the hood, you have STP. You got Pontiac, number 43 and STP in the headlight. Got STP oil treatment. Got Pontiac. Got Motorsports Design back there. Got Moon, Saunders, Cannon, and Curb. Got Curb Records on the C-post. Like I was just saying, you got all the retro contingencies. Looks incredible. On the back, you have a Richard Petty logo, 2 STP logos, and Pontiac. Got Jensen car audio on the deck lid. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood, if it wants to open. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Obviously, no roof flaps at this point in NASCAR, but the deck lid also does not open. There's the underside of the car. Still just have a plastic base. It's also worth pointing out the DIN number is inside, really far down still. You can barely even read it down there. This is number 1067 or something. I know it's impossible to even see. But now let's get down to the part everyone wants. That's the race to win damage, and there is a lot. It's kind of hard to see, but the entire car is speckled in kind of dirt and rubber buildup. Or at least the front is. Hopefully it's coming across on camera. You see down the side, you do have the lettering rubbed off of this tire. You got a nice little donut, probably from Cale Yarborough. Down the back, you got, it was dented in a little bit. Lettering's rubbed off again, another mark through the STP logo. On the back, you can see it is quite dirty. It's definitely getting pushed a few times or drafted or whatever. Worth pointing out that for some reason, some of the Dayglow colors, bleeding into the logos back here. It's not really happening anywhere else, but it's happening back here. Seems like that's a common problem because I was looking at multiple of these diecasts when I picked this up, and all of them pretty much had some sort of bleeding, so if whatever. It's only on the back, so who really cares? So here you got, a little bit of fuel cell, splash. You got a little burn from where the exhaust is. And, a few little marks and stuff on the tires. So just have the beautiful chrome rim tires. Even has Dayglow on the bumper. That's really cool. Has a red painted window net. It's also pretty cool. Something worth pointing out is they did actually fix, as you can kind of see it on the back here. For some reason, the STP logos were like colored like almost like the Dayglow. They were just kind of the regular red, where people were quick to point out that this car for some reason had really dark red STP logos. So luckily they did actually fix that by the time the diecast actually got released, so that's nice. And that one has like silver painted rims where, you know, eventually they actually were able to get the actual correct chrome rims, so that's really cool. Just a really cool release. Like I said, I'm glad we finally got another like real NASCAR Classics release. So those Jeff Gordon cars have just been kind of annoying and awful. Said it's like they can't get the licensing for like half the logos, so they're just blank cars that are like barely raced and just don't even look right. This is what we want from the Classics line. As accurate as possible classic cars that are actually classic. Like, I don't consider 2001 like a super vintage retro classic thing. But whatever. A really cool release. He said, this is a brand new release. If you want to pick this up, I would definitely recommend picking it up soon. They did make a lot of them, but it's also going to be a very popular one, so I would not be surprised if this still gets rare, even though they made 3,000 of them. Like, I was down in North Carolina just a couple weeks ago for a wedding, and I went to all the race shops, and I went to Petty's Museum and such, and these were already gone from Petty's Museum. I don't know how many they actually got at Petty's Museum, but they didn't have a single one of these when I went. So, that should already tell you something. Like I said, just a beautiful, beautiful car. Remember, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you can get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check it out if you want anything. But I think that's pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Richard Petty's STP Firecracker 400 200th Win diecast. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.